Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 10 Soviet cruiser Moskva. He has 9 220mm guns, 8 secondary guns, 72 AA defense rating, a surface detect of 13.8 kilometers, top speed 34.5 knots, total health 65,400. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, improved main battery range, reduced the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, basic survivability, basic firing training, expert marksman, superintendent, demolition expert, and concealment again. We are on the map Land of Fire, and this video comes from, 3, 4, 5 stream days ago? Either way, the game itself is amazingly close. Absolutely amazingly close. Now, I am on a flank that lacks a friendly destroyer. It's just the way the deployment goes. Now, what do you do in that moment, Notser? Well, I'm going to push forward aggressively, and we pushed forward into something, probably an enemy destroyer on top of one cruiser, and it's certainly not that Moskva that was firing at me. It has to be another enemy cruiser. So I'm overextended. I'm in deep crap, and I gotta be careful. Otherwise, I might run the risk of throwing away a tier 10 very early. Now, I do have an advantage over the enemy destroyer. I have radar, and I have hydroacoustic. My guns are like lasers. So what I'm trying to do is use the island to block line of sight of most of the enemy while also engaging the obvious destroyer. And it's a gearing, so we knock out his propulsion. He's going to have to use his damage control. Friendlies are firing on him, and they're doing good damage. He did have AP loaded, so he's not going to be able to knock out any more modules, but the damage is welcomed. The damage is certainly welcomed. Now, the gearing, he cannot take C. There are too many friendlies there. And that's how quick radar is for the Soviet cruisers. It's gone. It's already used. It's finito. I can't do it anymore. I have to wait 3 minutes. It's extremely annoying, and they are buffing it for, I believe, both the Soviet and the Americans. And I believe an enemy Zhao is actually trying to engage me, as his last known position was a retreat. So we have a good leveled cruiser push, and I should recognize that, hey, let's just go forward. Now, the Des Moines, he's just inherently going to have better concealment than me. I've basically invested my entire existence at level 5 and the concealment module perk. I mean, why would you get target acquisition, really? Yeah. I've invested everything, and I can only get it to 13.8 or 13.5. That is a lot of investment. I also have the camouflage, of course. He could accidentally stumble into 10-kilometer range detection, so it's a better choice to allow a more concealed ship to move forward, at least in the formation, stagger that formation. But there is a gearing somewhere, don't know where. Last known position, he was headed north with everyone else. Now, most of my team chose to go on the western flank, and we've lost the friendly destroyer that tried to take A. Overextended. The enemy Zhao fires on us. Also, the enemy Moskva fired as well. Neither one of those are the ships that are detecting me. It must be the enemy destroyer, and the only logic behind that is they're outside of the detection range. I have not fired. And I believe that was the enemy gearing. The gearing is firing, and he has the ability to blind fire. He must have extended range, or he's just on that edge. It must be a really tiny window, and he sends torpedoes. Oh no. Please don't die. Oh, on the stream I was like, oh my god, are we really going to lose you like that? We did. We lost the Des Moines. 100-0. Perfectly broadside for the enemy torpedoes, and there's no excuse for it. Just not paying attention, not reading the situation. Oh, whoa. Well, we caught sight of the enemy gearing, and I'm taking a ton of damage. I'm feeling I've already given up too much to this team, and we've already lost at least one tier 10, maybe 2. I don't know what the other friendly destroyer might be. I'm just trying to give ground, avoid enemy fire by using the islands to block it. But while I'm doing that, of course, I'm going to send my rounds downrange. I have AP loaded. It's a broadside enemy battleship. Completely illogical to use AP in that scenario, and we didn't do that much damage. In fact, I think we did more damage to the enemy destroyer than we did to that enemy battleship. So we've captured C, thankfully. It's the only capture on the map. Somehow, we have a friendly destroyer that's taking B. I don't know if he was engaged with something. I don't know why the delay. But we should have a 2-base advantage over the enemy. And oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, we're trying to avoid pulling a Notser, but as you know, these things happen, and we'll see if we can. I adjusted the speed, half speed, to improve the turning radius. I don't know if it'll actually work. I think we're good, actually. I think we might get out of this. It's going to be close. I don't think so, Notser. I don't think you're going to get out of this. Oh, yep. Collision sound. Whoop, whoop. Okay, well, we pulled a Notser in a moment where we didn't have to, but oh my, are we really going to have a Cyclone battle here? Really? And I'm detected. So that means the enemy gearing is within this blue dotted line. Somewhere within the blue dotted line, obviously within line of sight. He decides to fire his guns. Why not? Some idiot ran aground. Why would I pass up the opportunity to fire my guns at an idiot who ran aground? Yeah, I know. And the game's not looking good either. Other than base captures, we don't have any advantage over the enemy. My radar, however, it's back up. And you know what radar is best at. It's best at killing enemy destroyers that get a little bit too close. So, now that we're away from the island, Notser, we can actually do something. I intend to let this gearing sink to the bottom of the ocean. I do not want him to get away. Every single enemy is on the western flank, except for this gearing. Why wouldn't they be? They've killed every single friendly ship that they could. We're down by 4 ships. Enemy destroyer is taking B point right now. We've got a couple friendly battleships trying their best to fight the enemy. And the gearing is within detection. I have not fired. It looks like he's behind the island. That's the only reason the exclamation point would be off the screen. The Cyclone effect is taking place. As you notice, the vision range is slowly moving in, right? Now, oh, we caught sight of him. He made a mistake. He got a little bit too close when he fired. Oh, here come the torpedoes. No wonder he got so close. He was trying to maybe bait me into them, but I got lucky that I was just neutral in time to avoid it. Now, for those who don't know, radar extends your view range while in this Cyclone. It's very, very useful. A lot of players don't know that. But you're not going to be one of those anymore, right? Enemy Soviet and American cruisers can extend their engagement range during Cyclone. What the crap is this? Wow. We got lucky. Another enemy destroyer sent his torpedoes crisscrossing. We got so lucky. I can't believe that lucky we are. And we're detected. So I decided to use my radar, and oh, there he is. And you noticed the range actually extended out. So we're going to fire on him. He is very aware, and he's doing a good job dodging. Now, I'm trying to try and see. Just watch him. Just watch what he does. Okay, so he's doing a predictable pattern of a wiggle. And I think he's trying to incorporate reaction into that wiggle. But obviously, there's a delay. That 3 to 4 second delay is enough time for the shells to reach the target, because it's only 3 seconds to him. So I'm basically aiming at the center of that wiggle, and it's working out great. Now we set him on fire. I do not have my radar anymore. Because he's on fire, though, he is visible. If he was not on fire, he would not be visible. Fire extends the view range of the ship slightly. I think it's like 200 meters. It's a very tiny increase in vision, but that's all we needed. And I am being detected by either hydroacoustic or radar. That's what that little, I guess you would, radio tower next to the situation awareness, and it is an enemy Moskva. This is the Moskva that went away and now is back. Maybe he feels like, I can take these guys. Now, we don't have torpedoes, and he decides to fire at a friendly. So I have first shot opportunity on him, and I'm just trying to make sure that I can fire, and I, of course, am switching to AP. I'm trying to get as angled as possible, as soon as possible. I have a friendly that's assisting me. We should just overwhelm this guy. Absolutely overwhelm. He's doing the exact same thing. He's angling his ship towards me, and I'm going to try and pin the bow of the ship, and of course, it all ricochets off. It's very angled, right? But he has to engage both of us. Now, I think the friendly is sending his torpedoes, and it's allowing me to rotate around. Nice, we get 11,000 points of damage on the target. And is he going to nick him? He does get him with one torpedo. Oh, my guns, they just can't keep up. Ooh, big shot. Big shot from either a battleship or a Hindenburg. It was a big shot, and I don't know. I'm not going to get this kill. There's no way, yeah. Friendlies get the kill, great. But now, somehow, I don't know how it happened, somehow we have met up as a team, and we can take the enemy one by one by one. Now, what could the Moskva do in that scenario? Well, not be in that area. That's the only solution that would work. I'm detected again, and there's only one logical reason for that. There's an enemy ship within the 8-kilometer range. It's the enemy destroyer. And he's very low, so this should be an easy shot. Oh, we aim too low. Come on, Notser. But look at the minimap. He's turned away. I should have looked at the minimap and read it. He's wide open for anyone to get the kill. Am I going to be the one? I am the one. And as a team, we're bringing it back, right? Oh, of course, he sends torpedoes. This is so bad. Can I fit my big fat butt inside? Looks like I'm going to take one. Maybe two, please. No. Oh, man. It's just staggered just right. Oh, couldn't have been worse for me. Absolutely. Don't really think I could do anything there. The torpedoes were just... Maybe if I slowed down more and allow the torpedoes to spread apart just a hair more, maybe I could avoid that. But the torpedoes send... spectacular, honestly. Hitting me like that, I just... Maybe only take one torpedo. I was going to take damage either way. We lose a friendly over by B. I can't see them. Obviously, the Cyclone's going on. I was interested in taking out the enemy cruiser that's on the western side of that island that's just in front of me. But I want to stick together as my team, right? The Hindenburg has been with me the entire time. I'm going to be with him as much as possible. Focus on the targets and take them out. And there's the enemy cruiser. Enemy Zhao. Now, he's showing a lot of his side. And it would have been nice if the AP would have citadeled him there. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. And I decide, rather than go against a target that's going to have angle, I'm going to work on the Scharnhorst, who is showing a perfect broadside. I will be doing more DPS against this target. I think that's the right option, and I'm going to try and keep that island. Oh, 11,000, yes. I'm going to try and keep that island in between my ship and that battleship. And the Scharnhorst, can we help assist in the destruction? Oh, yes, we can. 10,000. It's really scary how much damage you can do if you catch a target out and another enemy shows up, enemy hipper. Again, the enemy Iowa is still behind the island. He has a little bit of angle. Oh man, we need to move forward. I can't take a torpedo. If I take a torpedo, I'm dead. And he's stuck. He's stuck on the carcass. Okay, okay. Is he going to end up turning, overturning maybe? Angle, angle, angle. I don't have any heals. I need to be very careful, obviously. Enemy Zhao's there. Oh, I think he's over-angled. This should be the kill shot. No! Just barely too much angle for my shells to penetrate, but not barely for great big battleship guns. Now I'm going to engage the enemy turrets. Again, enemy Iowa is right on the other side of the island. We lose the friendly Hindenburg. It's just who can kill who. We're down by one. We have an advantage on the number of points we have, of course. But they have more health as a team. Look how healthy they are. Hindenburg, full health. Zhao, nearly full health. The turrets, about 60%. Iowa, 60, 70%. And I'm just trying to stay alive as long as possible to do as much damage as possible. The battleships seem to be jumping in front. Ooh, the Zhao, come on. I think I got a shot off. I don't think I got a shot off. It's 2 versus 4. This is huge. I don't think we can do this. I don't think we can do this. And they're going to come together. This is really bad. Anything like a torpedo almost certainly is going to do damage. Friendly North Carolina fires, does a ton of damage to the enemy turrets. The Yamato does a ton of damage to the enemy turrets. Secondaries get the kill. Alright, it's 3-2. Come on, guys, you can do this. Oh, here come torpedoes. There's going to be a lot of torpedoes. 4 torpedoes at least. Maybe the Zhao sent more, but remember, the Zhao sort of has to angle their butt towards the target in order to send. It appears that the friendly battleship is, in fact, firing on the right target. The Zhao, he can basically pin him at any angle. He just needs to hit his shots. He still has the Iowa over there, but I don't really care about it. Ooh, big damaging shot. Big damaging shot. Now, I don't know that he'll be able to reload before he takes out the Zhao. The North Carolina could potentially take the Zhao out, or, yeah, he does. He takes the Zhao out. Great, great. And for whatever reason, the Iowa decides to ram the friendly Yamato. Why would you ram the friendly battleship when he had less than, what, 5,000 hit points? Just finish the target off. Now, it's a 1v1, and we have an advantage in base capture. We are going to win the game if the friendly NC can just survive. Now, normally, someone might say, well, I don't know. He was the lower tier. I mean, he just has no chance, right? These battleships, this isn't some mystique, okay? You can do damage, no matter the angle. Remember that. No matter the angle, you can do damage to a target. This isn't World of Tanks, okay? Tier 10s are not the be-all, end-all. They have just as many vulnerabilities as any other class of ship. It is not within your best interest to throw away a lot of health when you have a clear advantage. No matter how strong that ship might be, he would have died very easily to probably one more salvo or 2 from the friendly Hindenburg. Remember, the friendly Hindenburg over there had a great angle. He didn't need the Iowa to worry about engaging the target, but the Iowa, maybe he felt like he had to do it. Maybe it was just instinctual. But you gotta play for the win. I play for the win. I know, ramming's fun, though. It is fun, but you don't want to give up the win. You know, it's sort of like if someone scores a touchdown and the game's already decided, right? They've already lost the game, or scores a goal and the game's already decided, and the points don't matter for the playoffs. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. The choice that you made prior is what matters to the results of the game. And at the end of the day, whoever wins, whoever loses, is the stat that most, I think everyone cares about, right? I care about that. I don't care about my personal stats beyond the understanding that I supported the team in their effort to beat the enemy, right? I felt like that was a really fun engagement. Just look at how many ships have all perished by B point. I mean, that was really fun. And it wouldn't have been that way without Cyclone. Cyclone really does encourage high tiers to get together and mix it up. That is the one thing that Cyclones are great at. And tier 10, you need it. But what we really need at tier 10 is an economy that actually works. Wargaming, okay? You shouldn't be in a fantastic match like this and have a loss, okay? Both sides should be in the green. Or the black, right? Black is good, right? I don't know these things. But this is not a game where anyone should be punished for the way they played, okay? The score at the end of the game might say something different, but it's very obvious that single decision by the Iowa decided the match. But our team, of course, gave us a chance to win by bringing it back and staying together. I didn't do anything really impressive. I got 3 kills, 85,000 points of damage. I wanted to share the game because the game was great. Yeah, middle of the pack. But our friendly Yamato did a great job. Hubadovsk, I never saw him. He did a great job as well. The Hindenburg, who was basically my escort, did a great job. It was just a great, entertaining game, and hopefully you were entertained by the decision-making of both sides. I hope you can learn from it, and not make the same mistakes, and also take advantage of the weaknesses that we did as a team. Now, look at this screen. I run with premium, obviously, but it shows without premium. Without premium, I lost 160,000 credits. With premium, I lost 60,000 credits. That doesn't include the premium that I had loaded on. I loaded probably 45 to 60,000 credits in premium, so I lost 120,000 on this match. Really, really Wargaming, it's a fantastic game, and I lose middle of the pack that much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.